You are watching Worldwide Newsline. But we don't know exactly or if any material changes are going to take place. But there seems to be some movement coming from London City Hall. With sources close to City Hall indicating that the mayor is open to looking at new ways to potentially try and mitigate some of the extra costs that will be pushed on to people affected by the U.S. expansion. Essentially, it means that older, more polluting cars driving right across Greater London in a bigger area will have to pay a daily charge. Crucially though, what sources are saying is that the mayor of London City remains committed to the policy and committed to maintaining the effectiveness of the policy in terms of its impacts on air quality and climate change. So what that might mean is looking at things like the scrappage scheme that is already in play to give lower income Londoners money to be able to trade up their car to one that meets the ULEZ requirements, so they don't have to pay that daily charge. That was something that the losing Labour candidate in Uxbridge called for, an expansion of that scheme and a pause to the rollout. No indication from the mayor's office that there will be any movement on timing there or on the substance of all of this. Clearly he came under criticism from his own party colleague Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer yesterday though, so that is potentially what is motivating some of this movement. That clearly this is a very London-centric policy and issue, but I think the fallout from what happened in Uxbridge, where Labour basically lost that by-election and failed to take it because of the US policy, is that it's leading to a bit of soul-searching in both parties about how you most effectively deliver green policy whilst bluntly not losing too many votes. And in the Sunday Telegraph today, Michael Gove, the Levelling Up Secretary of Senior Cabinet Minister, has suggested that the green agenda, green policies, shouldn't be treated as a religious crusade, and he also called for some environmental measures and policies such as requirements put on landlords to be relaxed, because he warned that inflexible application of the rules can lead to a backlash that's come as quite a few Tory backbenchers have called for the government to go even further in stepping back from green policy, with people like Ian Duncan Smith criticizing the 2030 ban on new petrol and diesel cars. I think the danger for government, I guess, is learning the wrong lessons from Uxbridge in terms of the polling shows that actually green policy and policy to try and improve the environment and to move towards net zero is pretty popular. The challenge is of course how you bring that in at a time when prices are rising across the board and people are struggling with rental payments and mortgage payments. How you bring in policies that allow people to make greener choices without it feeling like they are simply being penalized. But I think many people will point to what is going on in roads and across Europe at the moment as evidence that politicians right across the world really need to figure out how they're going to square that circle. Thanks for watching Worldwide Newsline.